Hey everyone, my name is Deficio, and these are my picks. Coming into the off-season, we were looking at the mid lane pool, and there were some fairly exciting veteran names we were looking at, but there were also a large group of rookie mid laners who we found very, very interesting. What we ended up doing is we had 1 month of just full-on tryouts with so many different players, and Vetheo was one of the guys we got in for the tryouts fairly early, and it was very clear that we were dealing with a young guy who had an insane drive, absolutely insane motivation.
I think I'm more motivated than probably all the players in the LDC, and that's why I will go really far, because I want to achieve what I want more than everyone.
He started his first interview just saying he lives League of Legends. It's all he wants to do, and he wants to become the next Zoe and so on. So when we brought him in for the tryouts, we had pretty high expectations from the VODs and from talking to him, and he delivered in the tryouts from the start. He was commanding it the way he wanted to play, he was aggressive, he was mechanically just doing extremely well. And he was able, even when his team was losing, to pull everything together and be the one person who could get the team back on track in these tryouts. And it became pretty clear for us that he was going to be the #1 choice. Even though, of course, there was a lot of conversations around his age, maybe his lack of experience, only playing 1 year in the ERL.
For me, going to LEC in 1 year was not obvious, but I knew that I would go to LEC. I gave me 2 years to go to LEC when I started going pro. I managed to do it in 1, so I was kind of proud of myself.
In my opinion, if you find a really unique talent, bringing them into the LEC early on, while it can be risky, you can really help speed up the process of their own development by putting them against the best opponents possible, straight into the most professional environment you can get. And I think we got to see this with Vetheo. We knew Spring Split could be very inconsistent, high highs, low lows, because we had such a young mid laner.
What I think about the Spring Split, I think it was really good experience for me, and I'm really happy, even if we didn't make playoff. I think it was really big steps between the LFL and the LEC.
He got to show so many positives, from his opening game with Zoe, where everyone were suddenly on the Vetheo hype train, to then having some rough weeks where he had to adjust to certain things, and then really showing up in the second half.
Like I said, I need to learn. Nobody can be the best in 4 months. It doesn't exist. I just need time, and I need to keep tryharding and learning a lot. And that's what I did during the Spring Split, and if I keep doing this in the following split, I will achieve this, I think.
He knows that he can compete against the very best in the mid lane. He knows he can be the guy who can carry games for this team. And he knows more and more of how to do it, both how to communicate, how to play, which champions and so on. So I'm just expecting to see him continue growing, and I think he will be one of the best mid laners in Europe in the near future.